What's up everyone? Hope you're all doing well. Happy Friday. Got something fun planned today. So I am continuing my quest for American age group slides records, and today we'll be doing a 30-minute time trial, but I'll be doing it alongside or against one of my subset and teammates who's based in the UK. So it's about 8:30 in the morning my time, so just a little after 4:30 in the afternoon his time. We're going to square off using the RowErg Zone app. So you'll see on the computer, this is the RowErg Zone live race view. And I also have the race view airplaying to the TV in front of me, so I'll be able to see how the race is going in real time. So funny enough, the American age group slides record pace for 30 minutes is actually slower than the prior record for the 10K, even though the 10K is a longer time trial. So while no RowErg test is ever easy, I am quite confident I will be able to break the existing 30-minute record. But what I really want to beat actually is my 10K pace. If I am not able to crank out a faster 30-minute pace than 10K, that'll mean it wasn't a great day. So that is the goal. Obviously, I would love to beat my teammate as well. He also may be going for a national slides record as well. So potentially 2 records broken today in the same workout. Always fun to race alongside, even if virtually, teammates and other people. Without the connectedness of the indoor rowing community, I honestly don't know if I'd still be training. So if you haven't checked out RowErg Zone, highly encourage you to check it out. If you're not a member of an indoor rowing club, would highly encourage you to also look around and see if you can find one. Definitely helps with extra motivation. Got just a few minutes until the race starts. Finished the warm-up, so now just gonna try to stay loose. And in about 7 minutes, we'll get going. But my strategy today is nothing crazy out of the gate. I'll set out at maybe a slightly conservative split, and then hopefully in the last 10 minutes or so, I'll have something left in the tank to wind it down. But you never really know how you're gonna feel until, I think I always say, a quarter of the way through a piece. So about 7-8 minutes into this one, I should have a pretty good sense of what kind of day it is. But in any case, nothing to it but to do it. Check in with y'all after. Okay, let's see the results. So, that was 30-minute time trial on slides for the American 40 to 49 heavyweight record attempt. Let's see how the numbers shook out. So, final result, 87.82 meters. Let's go memory. So there you have it. 30 minutes, 87.82 meters, 142.4 average split. That is national age group slides record number 5. Still more to do, not done yet. Well, unfortunately, it's a little technical snafu. I forgot to put the little widget up on my computer that prevents it from going to sleep. So I'll have to look and see where, but I don't know, roughly 5 minutes into the piece, computer went to sleep, and so all you got to see was the screensaver. But nonetheless, a little post-row analysis. Actually really pleased with that piece. I did get beat pretty handily by my teammate. He set off at a pretty blistering pace the first 10 minutes, and I knew there was just no sense in trying to chase him. So really tried to just go internal, focus on my own piece, and was able to hold the line on the whole. Pretty good row, and we both set age group national records on slides, which is pretty awesome. So 2 records went down in one piece. A great way to end the week and to end what has been a pretty busy 2 weeks of record attempts. Now, is doing 5 time trials in a 2-week span, well, I guess 6 if you include the failed half marathon attempt that I squeezed in there. Anyways, 5 time trials in 2 weeks. Probably not smart from a training standpoint, but sometimes, let me be clear, sometimes, not all the time and not often, sometimes just gotta throw smart training to the wind and just ride whatever wave you're on, because ultimately what's more important in the long run is that you can find ways to keep yourself motivated to come back, get on the machine, or get on the bike, or get out for a run, whatever your sport is. So most of the year, though, I try to maintain a pretty good balance. Just right now is not that time. So more work to do on slides. This was number 5 as far as age group national records go. I've got hopefully 2 to 3 more that I can get. Fingers crossed that this wave lasts a little bit longer. But until next time, take care of yourselves. Keep chasing. Peace.